Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQOAnostalgia here, coming out of my my cave again. Very sick, as you can probably tell, to just address some haters, because I'm getting some hate, man. And it's one thing to disagree with me. It's another thing when you call me a sellout. Now, this guy is probably a troll, but he's not the first person to say that to me. This guy did the same thing. Don't sell out. Well, I must have missed the part where I got paid, because nobody gave me jack shit. The Nathan Napalm's dealing with the same thing. I think even over on, they did an article on Massively OP and people were calling him a sellout over there. It's like, no, we have to tell you if we're sponsored or say goodbye to the channel. All right. So, just like this comment here, I deleted it because it's bullshit. This one's going to get deleted too. Nobody paid me shit. I have always and will always keep it real on this channel. Don't like my opinion, that's fine. But if a YouTuber takes a sponsorship, by law, they have to state it. You should educate yourself on such things before you talk shit to someone, buddy. 2003 graphics. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. It's not the most beautiful game in the world, but hey, that's not really what matters. If it plays like EverQuest, if it plays like the old school MMOs that we miss dearly, that's fine. I'd love to know what people think about the graphics in Monsters and Memories. Another game that I've been covering over here. And by the way, let's take a look at how much money I made this month. Whoa, look at that. Wow, man. I can almost buy one whole video game. And that's for a month. Okay? Sellout. Right. I mean, dude. I've pointed this out before, but you can see where I was making a good bit of money here years ago. And I left for 4 years. And the reason I did that is I found Jesus and I was studying the Bible. And I know that makes people cringe, but that's the truth. And then I came back here and I shared that with people. And I was talking about how shitty our government is. And how they're a bunch of globalist shills dragging this country down into the gutter. And guess what happens to your channel when you talk about those two things? The algorithm doesn't like you anymore. Everything I've ever done over here, from this stuff here to going back to this stuff here, talking about the government and all the things going on in the world, has always come from a place of passion. Nobody paid me to talk about these things. Look how many views I was getting, okay? Nobody gave a shit. But I kept talking about it because it was laid on my heart to talk about it. This one did pretty good. If you haven't watched any of these, I recommend you do. And you get caught up on what's going on in the world, but that's neither here nor there, right? I caught a lot of shit for doing this stuff, for talking about this stuff. Digital currency. Yeah, that's one that people aren't going to see coming. They should by now, though, at least on this channel. Nobody gave a shit about that, but I was passionate about warning people about that. Then you take a look at this. This was doing much better. But I went right back to talking about this. Why? Because I wasn't really passionate about this anymore. I quit. I was tired of the server. All right? Despite knowing how well all these things have been doing for me, comparatively, right? I'm not the only one who sees that, right? Like, you could see the stuff that was doing pretty good. Look. See? And then I still, because out of passion, had to talk about these things because that's where my heart lies. See? See the difference? All right? And then I stopped talking about it over here. I created another channel separate for it, which is what this video talked about, which almost nobody watched. And here we are today. So to call me a sellout is laughable. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's a pretty big insult. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with people. I know this isn't how the majority of you feel. I've had comments for people who are like, thanks for keeping it real and being unbiased over here. Well, I do try my best. Certainly never took a paycheck from anybody, and I'm not begrudging anybody who does that. That's fine. I don't have a Patreon. I don't stream and have super chats or any of that stuff. I make very, very little. Again, I don't begrudge people who do that. That's absolutely fine. Do you? That's just not how I do things. Okay? I don't want to be beholden to people. That's why I've never done it. Because I don't like that feeling of people expect this and people expect that. It starts to feel like a job and not something that I'm passionate about doing in my spare time. That's just the way I roll. I'm not slamming anybody. A lot of the content creators, most of them that I watch and I love their channel, they do those things. God bless them. I want to be very clear that I don't have a problem with that. But me, myself, personally, I don't do that. At least not up till now. I might do that in the future. I don't know. Depends on where things go. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up real quick with this scratchy, horrible sounding voice. So if you got through this video, God bless you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.